What's up, guys? Welcome back to the LOM podcast. Welcome to the Bone Zone, actually. This is where I'm going to be posting bonus episodes, if there's ever any more. I'm kind of toying with the idea of making bonus episodes. Kind of like posting them on the weekend as sort of like a weekend edition. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking about it. But if I do post bonus episodes, they're going to be posted exclusively on YouTube. And that's just because, I don't know, I kind of like going into iTunes or Spotify and just seeing like just the order of the episodes as they are. Like it's all neat and shit. I don't know. I just I just kind of like that. So the bonus episodes are going to be posted exclusively on YouTube. Of course, they'll be titled Bone Zone, so you know which one's the bonus episodes and which one is the regular episodes. But yeah, so this is not really a specifically made bonus episode. If you listen to my last episode or you follow me on social media, you'll know that I recorded a completely different version of episode 27 that I didn't post. And that's because in that episode, I talk about the fact that I'm on camera because I tried doing a video podcast. And it just, for whatever reason, it didn't really work out. Because, like, I recorded it on my phone. And, like, for some reason, the video couldn't transfer from my phone to my computer. I don't know why, okay? But I was like, are you kidding me? Like, why is this one video the one... Whatever. You'll hear it if you listen to the last episode. Anyways. So, it didn't really work out. But I was like, there's just, like, this 30-minute episode in my storage that, like, no one's gonna hear. So I reached out to people on social media and said, hey, I got this bonus episode. Does anyone want to hear it or not? And a lot of people came out and said, yeah, we still want to hear the episode. So this is a bonus episode. It's actually just an alternate of 27 of what could have been, if my phone decided to actually work. Anyways, that's going to be it. On to the episode. Welcome to the Bone Zone. What's up, Pod Squad? Damn it. I really wanted to say that with a straight face, but I mean, you can't. I mean, Pod Squad, that's like such like a cringe thing to say. Does anyone use Pod Squad? Please tell me no, because like, no, that's horrible. It's just like, ew, dude. No. But maybe I should call you guys Pod Squad as just like a joke because it's so bad. I just should call you guys Pod Squad. But I don't know. I've got to come up with names for you guys. I heard that Lion Cubs was good. I also heard Bumblebee Bros was a good thing. But I mean, Bumblebee Bros is for like, me and somebody else getting like the same Bumblebee tattoo. That's like what the Bumblebee Bros are. But like, if people want to be called a Bumblebee Bro, like by all means, I'll call you a Bumblebee Bro. Like, it's not that deep to me, but anyways, something different is going on this episode. Some of you may notice, some of you probably didn't. But I think I'm going to record these episodes now, like with a video. Because you're probably thinking, okay, aren't you already recording all these episodes? Yes, I am, but I'm recording audio, obviously. But I never did a video. But yeah, I'm thinking about throwing these up on YouTube. Trying to spice things up because, like, I was looking at my YouTube channel and it's just a bunch of audio videos because it's just like a photo of over like an audio track. And like, who uses YouTube to listen to audio? You go to YouTube to watch videos, right? And I mean, that's what I do. I mean, no one goes onto YouTube to listen to podcasts. I mean, maybe you do. Because I mean, there are some like, but they're all the video podcasts, right? Like Joe Rogan Experience, Tiny Meat Gang. And so there's something going on screen. That's like why you would tune into the video. But I'm talking about just like, no one goes on and listens to like an audio track. No one. So like, I don't even know why I was doing that. Like, I thought it was smart at the beginning because I was like, yeah, I throw it up on YouTube. I get like a YouTube audience. But now I'm like, that was such a dumbass thing to do because no one's going to sit for 30 minutes listening to an audio track when they could be using that 30 minutes to watch a video. But then again, like, that's all podcasts. So. But the thing is that also people use podcasts as like something to listen to when like they're working or something like that. At least that's when I listen to podcasts. I listen to podcasts if I'm working or if just like I kind of get tired of listening to music. Like, that's rare. Okay, I love listening to music. Music is like one of the greatest gifts from God. Okay, but like, sometimes you're just like, I don't have any music to listen to. Like, I don't really have any song specifically or genre that I want to listen to. And so sometimes I just throw on a podcast. Because, like, I don't know, it's just something different, something unique. But, yeah, I mean, you can't really do that on YouTube because at least on, like, iTunes or some shit when you're listening to a podcast, you can, like, turn off your phone, right? And so, like, your screen isn't taking up battery, right? You're just, like, you have your headphones in, you're listening, everything's good, right? But like on YouTube, you can't turn off your phone and have the audio continue playing, right? So you have to keep your phone on the entire time. So you're just using a battery. And so like when you have the option of listening to an audio track on iTunes versus YouTube, you're probably going to go to iTunes or Spotify or something, right? Because like YouTube is for videos, like legit videos. So that's why I'm doing now. I'm going to throw these up on YouTube, which means I have to start looking somewhat decent when doing these podcast episodes. Because, like, normally, like I don't give a shit, Like, obviously, I take care of myself. I mean, I'm not a fucking slob, okay? But, like, I don't put that much effort into making sure I'm looking pristine, I don't make an effort to make sure I'm looking like a goddamn prince. Because no one sees me. But now I'm doing a video, so now people see me, so now I have to put somewhat effort into looking good, I guess. But also that doing this just opens me up to the wonderful world of YouTube comments. Because like, dude, like, I mean, this is kind of the same on like all social media. Like sometimes people just like go in on people like on their looks or something, and it's like, chill. You're going into this person's comments and like being like a dick. But anyways, also with this, I don't know if I should be looking at the camera or not, because I'm sitting here, I'm staring at my laptop screen, even though there's nothing going on. I'm just looking at the recording bar filled with wavelengths, whatever the fuck this thing is. You see like the audio, what I'm talking about. So yeah, there's nothing going on, but I just feel like I should be looking at I got this gut feeling that I should be looking at my laptop screen, but I have a video, so maybe I should be looking at the camera, like I'm like a news reporter or something, like, good morning, welcome to the Lion on Main podcast. I'm your host, Jay Lyons. I don't know what I'm doing. I just thought this would be a nice switch up, I guess. Spice things up a little bit, Reinvigorate myself with the current generation, It's like moving from radio to television, right? No more audio, okay? You're part of the AV squad now. Audio and visual. I mean, like, I'm a goddamn pro on the audio now. I've been doing this for how long? The only thing is that I'm not a pro. Because, so I'm in a different recording location than before. And I just realized that there's so much background noise in this room. And also, there's echoes. Like, this room is extremely echoey. Is that the correct adjective? Echoey? Is that even a word? I think it's a word. People use it as a word, I think. The point is that there's a lot of echoes. Okay, so I don't know if I can get rid of that in like post production. I mean, the only way to get rid of it, like while you're recording, is to put up like that foam shit behind me and like on the ceiling. Just put it everywhere so it like absorbs the sounds. But I don't have that. This is just an empty room, so like there's just like a lot of echoes. I think I can get rid of it because on like my toolbar, see, fancy tech language here. On my toolbar, there's an effect category, and under it has echo. Now, I don't know if that means adding echoes or taking away echoes, or maybe it's both. Okay, because I never looked into it because I never had an echo problem. At least I didn't think so. I don't hear it in my room. I used to record in my room, but now I'm recording in a different room. So, yeah, I don't know if I can get rid of this. Hopefully I can. I don't even know if it's like picking up in the mic, the echoes. It probably is. But like my wavelength, I don't know what to call this. The wavelength, like the audio track, it doesn't look any different from normal. Because I feel like if there was echoes, the shit would be like off the charts, Why am I looking at the screen? I keep looking at my laptop screen. I shouldn't be looking at it. I don't know where I should be looking. For this, I don't know. Because I also feel like staring into the camera is like staring into your soul or something, And like, I don't want to do that. I'm doing that right now, but it feels weird. It feels weird just like staring right into the camera. Because it's kind of like on Zoom, for like work or school. Like the teachers or like your boss or whoever, they'll say whether you can keep the webcam like on or off. I usually turn it off because like what are you doing that warrants a webcam? Nothing. But there's people who keep it on, right? And it's so weird when you're in class and you just see like the teacher's trying to talk, right? And you just see like all the screens or like the webcams of people who kept it on, and they're just like staring in the screen like, and you're like, dude, can you like, can you turn it off? Like, if you're not doing anything, like if you want to raise your hand or some shit, and you want the teacher to see, obviously turn on your webcam so you can go like, yo, boss, I got a comment, I got a question, That's something, at least you're doing something visual, which warrants a webcam. But like most people, they don't even do that. They just keep it on and they just stare in the camera. And you're like, stop. Like, are you even paying attention, or are you trying to creep everyone out? Like it like distracts me because like their face is in the camera. It's like fisheye lens. You know what I'm talking about? Where like the people's face is like blown out and rounded. That's what it looks like when these people do that. It's like, turn off your camera, Like, it should be a habit, like turning off the audio, right? Like, I can't tell you how many times I'm in a class and then like somebody in my class is having a random conversation with somebody in their room or somebody else that's with them. It's like, turn off your audio. Or like they make weird sounds. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, dude, turn off your audio. Right? And somehow they can't fucking hear us when like all the students and the teacher is yelling, yo, your mic is on. They just like don't hear that. It's like, what, are you fucking muted? What's the point in joining class? What, like, why are you even in this meeting if you're not going to listen? Like, if you don't want to pay attention, like you don't want to look at the screen, that's one thing. But at least have the audio on so you can absorb some information coming your way. But some people, they just don't for some reason. Yeah, but it should be a habit to just mute yourself and turn off your camera. And then teachers who want you to turn on the camera, that's so annoying. Or like your boss that wants you to do that. Like anybody who wants you to have your camera on when you're in some sort of meeting, it's like, why? It's so unnerving because like when you're in a business meeting, right? You're sitting at a table, right? You're not staring into the face of every single person at the table, right? You're like looking around at different people who's talking and all that stuff. But like when you're in Zoom or something, everyone's staring at you. And you feel like you got all these eyes on me, and you have to like check every 5 seconds to be like, okay, is my webcam turned off? I feel like they can see me right now. I feel like they can see me not paying attention. But I mean, that's the point. Your boss or your teacher tells you to turn on the webcam because they don't trust you to actually pay attention. Which is like, I mean, come on. Where's the trust? But then again, it's warranted that you don't trust. Because people won't pay attention. People won't even turn on the audio. They'll mute the class. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I'm at least not like that with this. Like, even if I do stare at the camera, like, it's not too bad because at least I put the camera far enough away, you know, so I'm not like in your face, you know, because like, I don't know, I just feel like being further away is better. There's like so many videos of people on YouTube where like their face is right in the camera. And it's kind of uncomfortable to watch, you know? Because like I said, it feels like they're staring into your soul. But mainly the people who do that are the people who vlog, which I get, you know, because like your arm is only so long, you know? So like you can only hold the camera so far out. But like there's people where they'll sit down at a table like this and they'll have the camera like right in their face and they'll even like lean in like this. And you're like, okay, personal space, social distance, okay? I feel like I'm going to catch COVID through the screen. It's like, dude, 6 feet. Get away from me. Or like, I'll just turn off the video. I'm like, you're too close. No, but seriously, like, it is uncomfortable. But yeah, like, I'm learning all this shit as I go. You know, I know I joked around saying I was a tech genius with the audio, but really I'm not. Like I need to actually like take time to like look in depth into all this shit because there's so many freaking buttons here that like I don't even know what they do. You know, there's like a thing on my screen right now where it looks like an hourglass with a line through the middle, like a block. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. You know, it's kind of like learning like what the fuck your keyboard means on your laptop, right? Like there's so many buttons that I don't even know what they do. I don't know what they mean. And also there's like so many combinations of buttons that do other things that I don't even know about. Like I just found out recently that there's emojis on laptops. I'm not talking about MacBooks, okay? Because like MacBooks, it was pretty obvious that they had emojis because you have like that touch bar shit and like they're like there. But like Windows laptops, I had no idea that there was emojis. I just found out recently. And that's because you have to press like a bunch of random buttons. Like you have to press like the Windows key and then like Alt. And then you have to press like the fucking apostrophe button to get emojis. And it's like, why don't you just have a dedicated emoji button? You know, where you just go like, emojis, you know? I mean, it's like that on your phone. You have a dedicated button for emojis. So why not do that on laptops? But then again, who the hell is using emojis on a laptop anyways? You know, because like, you don't use a laptop in a way that warrants emojis. Like, I'll say emojis is like for casual talk, you know? It's not for like formal. And I feel like laptops is more formal speak, right? It's for when you need to type something formal, right? Like an email or like a report or something like that. And like you wouldn't put like an emoji at the end of your business report, right? Like a little smiley face at the end, laughing emoji. Like, no, you wouldn't do that. And sure, I guess emails can be casual, but they're just not anymore. Like, I feel like when they came out, since it was kind of like a text message, I feel like that they could have been more casual back in the day, but they're not like that anymore because you can just text so easily nowadays. So texting is casual. Emails is like formal when you need to like formally address someone or you need to formally ask a question, right? I mean, am I wrong in that thinking? I mean, that's how I look at it. Like, if I need to like formally address someone, even if I have their fucking number, I'm probably going to email them if I have their email address, because it just like, it's just more formal. I mean, the other thing you can use emojis for on your laptop would be for like comments, right, on social media. But then again, like, what social media are you using on your laptop? I mean, the only one I can really think of would be like YouTube. Like, I know there's desktop versions of like almost every social media, like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. But like, who's using Instagram on their laptop or their desktop computer? Who? Because like, I've been on Instagram on the webpage, and like, it's just not, like, what's the word for it? It's not optimized for a laptop, because you scroll like portrait wise, right? And so like, that's how you scroll in Instagram. There's like nothing going on the sides of the screen. There's just like the row of photos in the middle. It's like, why? There's so much unutilized real estate here. You know, like, why don't you put like 3 photos across? You know, like, instead of scrolling down and you have like 1, 2, 3, you should just put all 3 of those across. So you're looking at 3 photos like as you scroll down. I'm telling you, tech genius right here. Instagram, call me if you need tech support, because I'm giving you guys great ideas right now. All right, I'm teaching you how to optimize your website. Okay, put 3 photos across. Okay, because you got unutilized real estate on the sides. Okay, it's just white screen. Like, put something there. The only problem is if this ever gets to Instagram, they won't even listen to me. They're like, you know what? We do have unutilized real estate. How about we put just fucking ads everywhere? Like, that's what it will be. You'll still have like the singular scroll, but then you'll have like ads on either side, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so done with ads. I'm telling you, just put the 3 photos across. It'll make things so much easier. I'm not saying that it will make people want to use Instagram on their desktop, because it's not going to make me want to use Instagram on a desktop, because I'll just use it on my phone. It's just so much better that way. But I'm just saying, for the people who do use Instagram on the desktop, it would be so much better just to see the 3 photos across. But anyways, my whole point was that like, using emojis on social media would be like the only way that you would really be using emojis on your laptop, would be if you want to comment something on like someone's Instagram post, right? Or if you want to post on Facebook. I guess I could see Facebook being a desktop social media, because that's how it started, right? It started on like a computer, the desktop. So I feel like that's the only social media that's like optimized for desktop. I also say Twitter is pretty good for desktop, but then again, I don't use Twitter for desktop either. So, because I just use the fucking app on your phone. It's just so much better. But at least Twitter utilizes its real estate on the sides. You know, like, they got like the I don't know, your menu on the side, which you usually have to like tap or something or swipe to get on like the app. And then on the other side, they have like, I don't know, hashtags, suggested people to follow and stuff. So at least they're utilizing that space for something related to Twitter, versus Instagram, where there's none of that. It's just the singular, it's just the singular photo scroll. I could see people using Twitter on desktop, but at the same time, I don't, because who uses Twitter on their desktop? The only real one that I see people use on their desktop would be YouTube. But that's also because I don't really consider YouTube a social media. I know that it's categorized as social media, I think, but I don't see it that way. It's an entertainment app. You know, like, I'd say it's more like Disney Plus or something, or Netflix, than it is like social media. Like, I know people post their own shit on there, but like, it's videos, you know? It's like long videos and like edited and made to look really good, right? Like, no one really puts that much effort into like an Instagram post, right? You just pose really good, you take a good photo, you maybe put a filter on it and you post it, right? Like, there's not much to it. People on YouTube, like, they go all out. Like, they have intros, they got like animations and all this shit. The video's like 10, 20 minutes long. It's a completely different ball game. So, like, that's why I don't really consider YouTube a social media. Plus, they have movies on there that you can watch. I mean, you have to pay for them, but you can watch movies and TV shows. You can't watch, like, Indiana Jones on Instagram, okay? You could probably watch clips or people's edits who are, like, madly in love with Harrison Ford or something like that. Like, yeah, you'll see that, but you'll never get the full movie on Instagram. Because also, like, you have, like, a 60-second limit on Instagram videos, right? Minute-long videos. You can't put a 10-minute video on Instagram. Because also, I guess they have IGTV, but who uses IGTV? I know a lot of this is just like who does this and who does that, but I'm genuinely asking because I've never seen... I'd never see anyone really utilize IGTV. Like, I don't watch IGTV stuff, and not a lot of people post on IGTV. They're trying to, like, be like YouTube, but it's like, no, you're not there yet. It's one of the things that bothers me about Instagram is that they're trying to become like a one-stop shop for everything. They got Reels like TikTok, they got Stories like Snapchat, they got photos like themselves, Instagram, that's what they started on. They got IGTV like YouTube. I'm telling you, next is going to be tweets, but Instagram style. I'm telling you, that's what's coming next. They're going to be like, now you can post words. You're like, wow, I can do that on Twitter for years. But I can see how a lot of people would be happy about that on Instagram because, I mean, Twitter is just like, Twitter's different. Twitter and Instagram are not the same. It's like, it's just like two completely different types of people. But I'm telling you, Instagram is going to try to become like Twitter. I'm surprised they haven't already because Twitter is so goddamn popular with what they do. And even Twitter's trying to become like a one-stop shop almost. Because they added their... I don't even know what their story version is called. I think it's called Fleets. Fleets. Really? Fleets? What does that even mean? I don't know. Like, I guess they did, I understand why they didn't want to be generic because they're all called stories. Okay? You got Snapchat stories, Instagram stories, Facebook stories. Who else has fucking stories? YouTube, but they call them shorts. But they're stories, right? No, shorts is... No, YouTube does have stories. Shorts is their version of TikTok. See, I'm confusing all of them because they're all basically exactly the same. Like, what's the difference between a story and a TikTok, other than a story goes away after 24 hours? Like, I can make a TikTok and post it on my story, and just have it go away in 24 hours. But people will be like, no, that's a story, that's not a TikTok. It's like, yeah, but I made it with TikTok. I mean, I don't have TikTok, so I can't make it with TikTok. But I was using that as an example. I could use Reels and just record a video using Reels and then post it on my story and not actually post it on Reels. But everyone would be like, no, it's a story. It's like, what's the difference? They're both videos. They're both short videos. I don't know. A lot of these social media accounts are just exactly the same. That's why I only really use Instagram and Twitter, because Instagram hasn't tried to become Twitter yet. So there's still a difference between them. But I don't use Fleets on Twitter. I use Instagram stories. I don't know why. I would feel weird posting a story on Twitter because I feel like Twitter is just all about words. I mean, yeah, you can post photos and now you can post stories, but I feel like it's just words. It's just like a thought in your head and you just like type it out, post it. Or you comment on something. It's like, it would be weird if Instagram came out with posting words, right? Because I'm like, no, Instagram is for photos, That's where I post my photos. I wouldn't post words. What? That just, it just feels uncomfortable. Like, imagine scrolling through Instagram and like someone, like, it's just a caption. There's no photos. It's just someone who posted a caption. You'll be like, where's the photo? You know, I don't know. It doesn't seem right. Which is probably why Instagram hasn't done that yet, because hopefully they realize that that's fucking weird. Okay, for Instagram to have you post words. But who knows? They're trying to be a one-stop shop, so they may do it anyways. But I don't know. I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Lying on Main. It's a short one, but I mean, we got video now, okay? We got audio and visual. Call up tech support. I'll be there. Because I know how to do this shit now, okay? You know, like at the beginning, in order to sync... I almost forgot to do this. But to sync up the video with the audio, because, you know, I'm recording with this mic, right? But recording video with the camera. So I had to sync them up. So I had to clap beforehand so I can use that as like a starting sound, whatever you want to call it. So I know like where to start, where to like line them up. You know what I mean? So the audio isn't off. I felt like a fucking goddamn genius when I did that. I was like, dude, I'm a tech guy now. I know how to do this shit. I'll feel so much better if I learn how to get rid of the echo. If you hear echo, I'm sorry. I didn't figure it out. But I'm going to try to. I'm going to look into like this echo thing in my toolbar. In my toolbar of effects. Hopefully I can get rid of echoes. I don't know why you would have an echo section in your effects if it's not to get rid of it. Because who's adding echo to their audio? For dramatic effect, I guess you want to sound like you're in a cave. Okay, I can see why people would want echo. But I don't know. I don't want echo. I want echo gone. Get rid of the echo. Hopefully I can figure that out. So anyways, thank you guys for listening. I've been your host, Jay Lyons. So whatever you guys are listening to this on, make sure to like, subscribe, follow, and leave a review if you're listening to this on iTunes. All that shit really helps me out a lot. I don't know if you really know why it helps me out a lot, but basically when you like and when you leave a review and all that stuff, it lets like YouTube or iTunes know that like people are enjoying what they're listening to. So then they'll be more apt to show my podcast to like new people, you know, like recommend it to other people, which is ultimately the goal, right? So make sure to do all that shit. It really helps me out a lot. And then follow me on Instagram and Twitter at RealJLyons. And then also follow this podcast on Instagram and Twitter at Lying on Main. I'm going to try to be more active on Lying on Main. I know I keep saying that. And like I have little bursts of being active on these accounts. But I'm going to really try to do this. So thank you guys so much for listening. Once again, I've been your host, Jay Lyons. Technical genius here. Just call tech support. I'll be there. And I'll see you Pod Squad in the next episode. All right. Love you. I don't know. Do I?